Afternoon. This is the ideal moment for a long speech on the philosophy of Rotary. It is like a very good friend of mine. He was a writer, a novel writer, and he was invited to have a speech on one Sunday morning at the beginning of June in a convention, yes. And he was very satisfied, very ready to give this speech. At the beginning of the morning, the hall was completely full, a lot of people, but he was the last speaker. And Sunday was very sunny. The sea was not far. And so, toward noon, many people began to go out, to go away. And the hall was always more and more empty. Lot of people. He was very worried. What happened now? But the fact is that when was his turn to speak, in the hall there was only one person. He remained, now what have I to do? I go away, I am a famous writer, I cannot speak to one person. It is, I go away, but no, that person remained all the Sunday, a sunny Sunday, and he remained for me, to hear me. I cannot go away. I have to remain, and I have to give my best speech ever. Yes, I have. So he went to the microphone, looked at the only person remained, and asked, "My dear friend, you remained here. About which my novel, do you want that I speak today?" And he replied, "I don't know. I have to speak after you." Is not this the case? But when you are the last speaker, very often you feel like my friend. I arrived to speak here, and it is not the time to give a long speech, but I want just to remember a few things about which I spoke during these days, to remember, to remind. So we spoke about member and membership. Membership is always one thing that in India is going very, very well. But as always, we can always improve something. So I asked during these days to grow, to have more membership, but in the same time, try something of different. We have, for 120 years, we have had the traditional club, that is our column, our base. It's so important. But for the future, probably we need something of different. We need other kinds of clubs. So my advice to you is try some strange kind of club, because we have to find for the future, for our future, to continue to grow, we have to find something completely new. So engage your fantasy. Use your fantasy to create a completely new kind of club. And this is for membership. I check my speech. The second thing was a foundation. And you have a great fundraising, really really great. And you do a lot of fantastic projects. I visited one district, and they showed a video in which they showed they put on the video all their projects, a lot of projects, wonderful projects, very beautiful projects. But all those projects were in India, no one abroad. And when I said to the governor, yes, wonderful, you do a lot of wonderful things, but why only in India? He said, no, we did 2 or 3 projects abroad. But they didn't put them in the video. They were so proud of what they did in India. What was done abroad was considered not important. In my opinion, we have to change this mind, because India is a great country, and India needed to be helped many, many years ago, and all the other countries helped India. Now is the time for India to give back. Now that India is, we have seen, a powerful country, a rich country, a great country, it is time, in my opinion, that you begin to think, to give back to other poor countries in the world. And then it's something that is so important for me. It is natural. I am sure that all of you, that I will meet all of you in Taipei. Because so far we don't have many people from India in the registration of Taipei. I hope that we can have a great contribute from this great country. And then the last thing, unite for good. We have seen a lot of examples, very, very beautiful, of Unite for Good in this institute. We have seen how to create a network, how to work with other organizations. Fantastic, the panel of today with in the wheel, 2 great girls, one rotoractor and one interactor, that were so outstanding. So Unite for Good means to create a great network, to create the cooperation with other organizations to increase our impact, but means also to be united in the space, but also in the time. In the time means that we have always to work in cooperation with the people that were before us and the people that will be after us. So continuity is so important, because if you want to do ambitious projects, they are projects that are long-lasting. So you cannot do them in 1 year. It is necessary, if you are ambitious, to work together, to plan for 3, 4, 5 years projects, and to be very relevant and very important in the communities. And then I don't want to add other things. I want to congratulate with all the organizers. Sometimes the time was longer than considered, but the quality of the institute was really very high. I was happy to be here with you once more. I will have always a small space in my heart for all of you, and I pray you to to remember a poor president that will be running around the world all the day, and you can stay sure that the president doesn't forget you, never. Remember of me sometime. Thank you to all. Have a great year of Rotary, and see you in Taipei.
Thank you very much, RA President Francesco Arezzo. Ladies and gentlemen, just give it up for the RA President. Let's hear a resounding thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen,